Hey guys, how's it going? It is Carter here, and today we are back in UMRV FS22 Regs to Riches Challenge. The challenge where we start with $1 and see how far we can go. In the last episode, we cut the field and tedded it, and today we are going to the entire episode is going to be us merging and then baling. That's going to be pretty much the entirety of the episode. I don't think there's really much else we can do other than watch our fertilizer spreader go, but he is chugging along still. We have our 7R hooked up to the baler. I was going to put him on the merger. The merger doesn't really work with this for some reason. I don't know what the deal is, so you have to figure that out. But yeah, so we only got $1,000 from our sold milk today, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on with their cows. They had 60,000 liters of food, so yeah, there's plenty good still. We're still 90% on productivity, and I guess that's probably just still from the 4 days in a month now. Kind of kicking our ass with the cows, so gonna have to upgrade and get more cows at some point here if we want to start making some money. Actually, now that we got our money, I'm going to just fast forward to about 8 or 9, maybe even 10 in the morning. Just because in real life, generally you are not baling or anything, doing any kind of hay work in the morning just because of the dampness and stuff within the hay. So that is why we're going to go later in the day. I just wanted to be there to see how much we got for milk. But yeah, like I said, today's episode all about hay, making hay while the sun shines, and it's supposed to be a at least semi-cloudy day. Better than raining. That's for sure. But yeah, I'm hoping we can get some decent bales out of this. I rented some fairly expensive equipment only because we had the money, and I thought it would be kind of fun to use stuff that I have kind of used before. Actually, I've legitimately used one of these in real life. They are incredibly kind of weird to use the very first time you use them. They go way quicker than you'd think they would. I think when I used to run it, one of these belt mergers, we ran it about 14 miles an hour on a good day. So that doesn't sound very fast, but when you're watching in front of you and behind you constantly, and also trying to make perfectly straight rows on fields that are extremely bendy and hilly, it's actually a pretty big challenge. So yeah, so I figured I'd use the old Coon, and then the other expensive piece of equipment was this bad boy. This thing was not cheap. I think overall we put probably 12,000, 13,000 in leasing. We're definitely not going to get it back in hay. Well, actually, I guess technically we probably will, just throughout the cows, through the cow's milk, but yeah, we're not going to obviously see the money back right away, but like I said, this was more of, we had some money sitting around, and I figured, why not? That seems kind of fun to use something I've used before. But yeah, I don't even think I'm going to go with, well, yeah, let's set up GPS while we're going down the straight here. Just so we can get some decent rows going. We'll just turn it like this, and it's actually perfect. So, excuse me, now we have some good rows going. And like I said, I think this is going to just be one straight take today. I don't really have any plans on cutting. Just because we don't have that much to do. So, I guess if you don't want to listen to me ramble on, then just mute it or do whatever you gotta do. But yeah, today, like I said, for the 100th time, just straight hay. And I think we're actually gonna do 2 headlands, so we'll turn around and go the other way now. This isn't necessarily exactly how you do it. Well, this is how you do it, kind of. But we wouldn't move the entire row like we're doing right now, but whatever. And then also I've never actually windrowed or ever worked with just straight grass before. Where I'm from, it's always a large majority like alfalfa, and then a little bit of clover as well. But the main reason why you wouldn't hit a row like this twice is because A, it's gonna overwork the merger. I mean, this row may not look big, but in real life, this thing would be bigger. And then also, when you overhandle hay or dry grass or any dried materials, if you overhandle it, it knocks off a lot of the leaves and things like that, and that's where a lot of the actual nutrients are for the cows. So you don't usually want to overhandle anything when you're doing hay work. We'll just back up and just freehand the other headland here. And also, you definitely want to avoid running over the rows, especially with hay. With silage, you can get away with it a little bit more, just because it's a little bit less fragile, but hay is much more fragile most of the time. And this thing is chug-a-lugging along. It's doing very well. I think with these, if we double up these rows like this, we're gonna get plenty of bales very quick. So that's at least the hope. We'll see how well it actually works out for us. We could also make it merge to the middle, which I've never done before in real life, and I never do it in the game either, just because it's not really worth it, because then you're just kind of getting smaller rows, in my opinion. And the big benefit of the belt merger is getting these larger rows. So, but yeah, you could merge in the middle, and then we'd have many, many small rows. And just like that, we're pretty much done with the headlands. In real life as well, we would have the baler, well, I guess the baler or chopper going as this is going, so that way the headland would already be essentially cleared off by the time we even get to the interior of the field. But we are just a sole one-man crew, so, you know, things work a little different for us. But I am going to switch sides here, and this should work out pretty well for us. This thing has a very nice working speed. As you can see, these interior rows are a little bit less... Well, actually, they're not too terrible looking. I was going to say, they're pretty small. We're not getting a ton. Like I said, I'm not expecting to get a lot off this first harvest. The grass was like stage 1 of growth. So yeah, not fantastic. I think in the last episode, I said I was going to roll the field. I think we're still going to try to do that, just to try to get a little bit of... production on it. If I'm remembering how grass rolling works, I'm pretty sure you do it after you'd harvest, because it resets it to like initial growing stage essentially. But I do believe it's supposed to get you a pretty good chunk of fertilization, so we may consider that as well once we get this all harvested. If we get more money as well, we're maybe, just maybe, going to buy land data as well today, depending on how much fertilizing gets done while we're doing this. Luckily, both of our fertilizing contracts are right next to each other, field 37 and 41. And let's actually just check. Yeah, and there's no other contracts today yet. And also, let's check the deals of the day. Nothing that fantastic. Actually, this reminds me. I think I might... Well, I guess it's not super realistic. We don't really grow either of the crops. But I was going to buy the premium expansion that has the new crops and possibly try them out. But I might save that for like a live stream on a map that's not this. But I might actually at some... excuse me, at some point possibly dabble in potatoes. I was thinking about that, and well, Wisconsin is... Well, I really don't know about Iowa, but I like to pretend a little bit that we're more towards Wisconsin than Iowa. But I know in Wisconsin, in certain parts, there is a big potato industry. This part of the state, or where this is, not so big, to my knowledge. but you know, we could expand the truth a little bit. That's the fun of video games. So yeah, we may at some, I don't even know how my map open, but at some point we may expand, just do at least one season potatoes, just to, you know, have fun with it. But that's way down the line. That's when we have kind of just screw off money. But yeah, I think we're gonna wait for our next batch of calves to be birthed before we buy any more cows. Because that should put us at 100, I believe. Every cow should have their own calf. And then we may buy more cows at some point, but not for the time being, just because I think we're really going to try to focus on paying off the loans so that we can make some big purchases with future loans. We're still not getting hit too hard from loan interest, so that's pretty good. I think I lost, like, I don't know, maybe a couple $1,000, not even, I think like $1,200 overnight, so it really wasn't too bad. So we're not getting destroyed by loan interest. But like I said, the main focus is paying them off so we can just pull out more loans. That's really the only reason I'm too worried about it. And I'm not really sure what our next, other than cows, I'm not really sure what our next huge purchase should or could be. When we go down the next row, we can just kind of take a little look through the store and see what we want. I wouldn't mind a grain cart, but the grain cart's actually pretty cheap, especially the one that I want. So yeah, like a grain cart, I mean, if we look at this, it's pretty affordable, like I said, especially the one I want. Something like this, really nice, 35 meters cubed. Kilbros, so it's a nice, good local American brand. I'm a big fan of Kilbros anything, just because it's very nostalgic for me. I think their color combination is incredible, and yeah, they're just super common around here. I've never actually seen a Kilbros grain cart though. I've only ever seen gravity boxes, and it's like every Tom, Dick, and Harry in this area has Kilbros gravity boxes, just because I don't know what it was. At some point, Kilbros cornered the market on old shitty gravity boxes. So yeah, something like this. Old ones like this. But yeah, other than that, ooh, we're daydreaming too much. But other than that, possibly replacing the white. I think someday we're getting rid of the white, and I think that day is coming quicker than I was thinking it was going to. And I made a real mess of this, huh? Let's just kind of try to fix it. I probably should have done the headland right away, but whatever. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, maybe get rid of the white. Look for some deals. I think the only way I'm buying another tractor is if there's a deal, unless it's a articulated tractor and we start getting bigger equipment. But I would like to get more land, and that kind of brings me to my next big purchase is animals and land. The next field I'd really like to buy is probably this one, 400,000, but we'd probably snag 67 first just because it's cheaper. But yeah, so these two fields here are the next targets. And depending on how much we can pay off this year before harvest comes, we might buy, what was it, field 33. I saw it had sunflowers on it. So we may buy this if we can. We can pay off enough loans to actually pull out another loan for this field, which we should definitely be able to. Or we could just save the money and just pay for it straight up and not pay off our loans. So we have a few options. What we really need is for more contracts to come out. That's with the switching to 4 days a month. we are really kind of suffering on the amount of contracts. We got lucky in the last episode with being able to pull out that $80,000 worth of contracts, but yeah, there is not a lot available right now, which is definitely unfortunate. Like I said, I am not doing a good job at this. This is not how this would be looking in real life. And if it did, I would have been sent home that day if not fired if it looked like this in real life. So yeah, the standards are fairly low for this one. Just quick and easy, not too bothered by imperfections here. This is just more of a fun episode. We're in a good spot right now. The only thing that really needs to get done, and it's going to happen in week 4, which is next episode of March, is plowing our fields and getting ready for planting, plowing and cultivating. So that's all we really have on the docket other than just tearing through more contracts. So we are in a very good spot as far as time crunches go. And like I said, I think both fields are getting planted in corn this year. So this is still saying sunflower or soybeans just because I didn't cultivate it yet. So yeah, both of these are going to be corn just because I would like to get more silage off of one field. Probably our smaller one, probably 35. And, oh, that's a terrible time to hit save or to auto save. Please, 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 please. It's just going to keep going off the... Oh, thank God. Like I say, it'll just keep going. But yeah, so we're going to harvest the small field for silage, and then we are going to probably harvest the big field and use our corn dryer to dry it and get that little bit of cash bonus for it. Ooh, one thing we do need to remember also, and when do we need to sell those, is... we'll wait till we get to the row. We need to remember to sell the soybeans because we haven't actually even gotten our income for the harvest yet. So we do have that nice little cash injection to be expected. But when do we need to sell is the question. And it's right here. Soybeans. We need to sell in June. Okay, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure if I was thinking of the right thing. So yeah, so June we desperately need to remember to sell those because we had a pretty decent harvest this year, especially for how little care I took of our fields. And I'd hate to miss out on peak sales. And if for whatever reason money does get wicked tight, we can always sell them earlier and, you know, bail ourselves out. That's the nice thing about keeping your grain tucked away for a little while is it's a nice little nest egg in case things really kind of hit the fan. Which I know a lot of people say in Farm Sim, it's pretty hard to like really financially ruin yourself, but I mean, if you're real aggressive with buying, you can do it. It's possible. It's doable. So hopefully we don't hit that point, but I don't know. Maybe we'll mix things up and make it a little scary for us. And we are just wrapping up now on merging. This actually went very surprisingly quick. And what I could have actually been doing, now that I think about it, is having the baler just doing follow me. Didn't even cross my mind until just now. But like I said, we got nothing else going on, so figured for this episode we may as well just made it pure baling. And we will call that good enough. Fold this bad boy up. And we will just park it here and we'll return it later. Turn that off. Head over to the old 7R. First time I've really done any work in this thing for myself. It's pretty much just been a hired worker the entire time we've owned this. Get this unfolded. Oh God. We need to buy twine. I didn't even remember that we needed that. Oh, so I believe twine is in here. I think the New Holland twine should work. Oh God, I don't even know how much we're supposed to buy. I forgot this was even a mod. Sure, let's give it a shot. See how well this works. Oh, there's so much twine. Oh my god, we overbought. Oh god. We are going to turn on just for this one time, just to pull it off to the edge of the field. Like I said, I forgot I even had that mod. The other balers didn't make me do that, so whoops. And I have not used this baler before, so this is all a new experience for me. I don't even know how well it works. But it's hooked up to a 7R, so it can't be a bad experience. Look how fast that's filling up on the beginning of this row. The one thing I do love about square bales over round bales is just how convenient they are for baling. Just because you can just keep chugging along, which is so nice. Give you guys a little interior view of our beauty of a 7R. It's so crazy. I've driven some newer tractors, like 20. I want to say 19 was the newest tractor I last drove. Did not have a fancy touchscreen in it for the radio. Actually, it did. I take that back, but it was actually part of the terminal. All the radio stuff was down here. This wasn't up here. So it's crazy seeing like just a kind of a car stereo up here. And I think I'm putting myself in kind of a weird spot by doing the headlands first, and maybe we won't. I don't know. Screw it. We'll just do the headlands first. I was gonna say we're possibly shooting ourselves in the foot here by doing the headland, just because we're getting bales in the way. But if we do have that problem, we'll just hook the other tractor up to the bale loader and run it. Also, if you guys are interested, I finally posted the link to my Discord. It's not quite where I wanted it to be. I was trying to organize it. There it is. Right at the perfectly lined up at the end of the row. But yeah, so I just posted my Discord. I was going to try to get it way more organized and set up and clean looking, but I figured why not. It gives everyone a good place to talk, and like I am trying to, and just perfectly line up another row. I am trying to build a community, so I did figure, you know, I might as well get that Discord going, even if it's not exactly where I want it to be. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions, you know, you can leave it in the comments, but if you have more of a long-form conversation, want to share anything, I have, like, there's like a screenshots page where you can post screenshots of your gameplay. You know, questions about modding and stuff like that. I have yet to post my mod list. I'm sorry that it's taking as long as it has. But I think what I'm going to do is, because most of my mods have either come from the in-game mod hub or from like a handful of creators, I think I'm just going to share the pages of like my most preferred creators. That way you're not only seeing what I'm using, you're seeing like all the extremely good content that these other mod creators are making, because there's not too many, like, I don't usually support like the kind of creators who like make real cheap chintzy mods, especially if they're not in the mod hub. Like, I'm not going on my way to support kind of mediocre creators. So yeah, if I'm supporting them, they're generally pretty solid. So yeah, just for instance, like Tired Iron Modding, fantastic. I'm trying to think of a few. JMF, also great. Tyson Deniz, he has his own website. I'll post his link. So just people like that, in case you're like really chomping at the bit to figure out where I get some of my mods. But yeah, they're all very, very good American style modders, and they all have there's a lot of classic equipment with the group, that kind of few handful of people that I support, which I prefer, but, you know, as I'm driving a brand new 7R. But yeah, so I will share that in the Discord when I finally get time. But like I said, I've just been swamped with work, and my work schedule's changing, so I'm switching from day shift to night shift, so that's gonna be a bit of a weird transition. So And my actual like schedule date, like the schedule I work is going to completely change as well. So it's going to be a bit of a weird transition period for me. So it'll for sure be posted sometime by, I would assume by New Year's, I'll have it ready. But yeah, join the Discord if you haven't. I'd love to see some conversation happening over there. Possibly going to try to do some stuff within the Discord. I'm not sure yet. Very early planning stages. And our field 37 contract is finished, so I'm actually going to stop this guy before he continues to waste our fertilizer. And we are just going to park him on the edge of the field for now, because this is a huge project, which I don't have time for tonight. So we'll start him probably in the next episode. But that's another $20,000 at the bank account. And, yeah, let me know what you guys think I should do. As far as getting more land goes, should I, pay off our loans and then take out another loan for more land, which I know sounds kind of counterintuitive, but, that's an option. Or should I just save up and just buy the land straight up with cash and then start paying off the loans? Because, like I said, if we can get field 33 with the sunflowers on it, if we can snag that at the, you know, end of the or once harvest season starts, that'd be fantastic. And I think it's very doable, because if we, by the time we finish this next field here, we'll probably have to pay about $8,000, $10,000 for fertilizer. So that'll get us about 80,000, well, up to about 80,000. And if contracts do start popping up, then yeah, we'll continue to have a good income. So I'm not too worried. We'll probably have another, I don't know, 20,000 maybe from our our soybeans. So yeah, we'll probably be at 100,000 easy. And I think that field was 400,000. Yeah, so I think we can make it work. So maybe we'll just go straight cash, but let me know what you guys think. I'm always open to suggestion. Might not always do the suggestions, but I'm always open to them. And also, if you guys have anything you want me to buy or like save up for, you know, let me know and I'll look into it. And here comes the dreaded end of the row bale. I think the front weight might be just low enough to where we can kind of push it without it getting stuck into the tires. Let's see. No, of course not. We're just gonna power through. Perfect. Not the most realistic again, but at the end of this is a video game, and this isn't a super hardcore RP series, so. Also, random question. Would you guys like to see me do some stuff with maybe some other YouTubers? Whether that be like an RP series or just a multiplayer series or something, you know? I don't know if... I'm not huge... I enjoy watching them, but I'm not huge into the hardcore, like, RP of Farm Sim. But I am down to try it with some other YouTubers. I have actually spoken with a few now, surprisingly. I didn't really think the series would garner, you know, that much attention where, like, other people are wanting to collab with me. But, you know, this is a kind of more community-based channel, or I'm trying to keep it that way. So, maybe I'll make a poll and see what you guys think if I should expand out. Or also, another question while we're just kind of doing some food for thought here. What other games would you like to see me play? Obviously, Farm Sim is kind of the main focus of the channel right now, but I do and have in the past, you know, made ARMA videos. I know it's kind of a weird crossover, but hardcore simulation and military and agriculture, so there's a connection. American Truck Sim, Euro Truck Sim. Like I said, I have a full racing cockpit. That's literally just sitting, collecting dust. I do plan on doing more with it, but by the way my office is orientated right now, I need a monitor stand for the sim rig. It just doesn't work with my desk, so I do plan on getting that over the holidays. So yeah, what kind of driving games would you like to see me play? If there's any other random weird management games or anything like that I can play. Yeah, I'm very much willing and interested and actively looking to try something other than just farm sim, because I don't think it's always that conducive to just stay in such a small lane. I think that's how burnout happens and stuff like that, so I would like to shake things up once in a while just so I don't get completely burnt out. I'm not really feeling it right now, but just watching out for the future as I do try to continue growing the channel and the community. And we are almost done. Look at this last little strip, and I'm not too worried about picking up all these little scraps here. They'll just get rolled under or whatever that's gonna happen. I need to watch a video to see if rolling actually works with precision farming. I've like I said, I think we had a conversation in the comments with me and a viewer did. How popular is grass rolling? It's not super big where I'm from, so it's not something I'm very familiar with. And can we unload the baler? There we go. We'll drop this bad boy off and load it up. We got 47 bales. And I believe this bale trailer only holds 14. So we're going to have to try to figure out where in God's name we're going to fit all these bales on our farm. And this is where I'm wishing I would have possibly either chosen the bale stacker trailer that actually tips up and stacks them instead of slides them off, or just chosen round bales so that way, you know, they're held a little bit more. And this bale's not even supported. Oh god. Oh god. Oh boy. Oh boy. It surely says it's supported. Well, this is awkward, isn't it? What size of bales did we just make? Did we make some weird, obscure bale size? Ooh, whoops, ignore that. We are on 240 centimeters, so there's no reason why that shouldn't work. 240 centimeters, 240 centimeters, 240 centimeters. It all supports it. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Is it a custom... Does that baler make custom bales? I mean, they do look long, as opposed to, like, kind of thicker like the... Oh, jeez. Oof. We may need to rent, like, a flatbed or something and just use the skid steer, unfortunately. But that would be a project for another day. Well, that is unfortunate. We are going to return all of our equipment. We are going to try to hold back the tears until we are done recording. And, oh man, what a waste of like $5,000 to lease that thing. Yeah, so I think... Oh gosh. Off camera, I may try another bale loader. Just to see how it works. But if it doesn't work, then we will be loading them with a skid steer, which I'm fine with, but it's going to take a good while because I am awful with handling bales. So that is going to be the end of today's video, guys. I know this is a weird one. This was a very weird, not in the realm of the other videos kind of style, but yeah, I just figured it would be a good day to kind of give you guys a channel update, get everything done in one good straight take. And like I said, we didn't really have anything else to do, so I figured we might as well just do this. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe button, hit the bell if you haven't so you get notified when I upload. Join the Discord, and that's it for today, guys. Peace out.